Hey everyone, so as I just stated in my last video, there was a major signing today, re-signing, not anyone switching teams. Drew Doughty has signed a long-term contract to stay in Los Angeles, but before we get to that, if you're not yet a subscriber to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. There is something here for everyone. As long as you're a hockey fan, there are videos here for you. So whether you follow a certain team or the league as a whole like I do, there's always something for you to watch. So please hit that subscribe button if you're not yet a subscriber. Now, Drew Doughty, staying in Los Angeles. He signs it today. He has signed an 8-year contract worth $88 million. So that's $11 million per year annual value to stay with the Kings. Doughty is 28 years old, and this is obviously a huge move for the Kings as well as Doughty himself. This is a massive contract, but Doughty is without a doubt one of the premier defensemen in the NHL and absolutely deserving of this. Doughty was set to be a free agent after next season. He was going to be next summer's huge free agent on the market, like Tavares is this year. This now takes him off the market, and he is staying with Los Angeles for at least the considerable future. He's 28 years old, so an 8-year deal puts him under contract until he's 36. That certainly doesn't mean, that certainly probably won't be the end of his career, but he should be in Los Angeles for at least, most of his career. He is without a doubt one of the best defensemen in the league. He's a true two-way defenseman. It's not like he just scores a ton of points and is all offense, and it's not like he's a shutdown defender who focuses on his own end completely and doesn't really do much offensively. He is purely a two-way defenseman. He is great in all three zones on the ice, and with Los Angeles, in the shape that their roster is in, he is a huge part of that team. That you take him out of that defense core, and the Kings are in big trouble. They really need, as a team, as an organization, the Kings need to replenish their defense and their quality defense. They're definitely getting older as a team, and they need to start looking towards the future a little bit. This move helps them now and helps them for years to come. Doughty is absolutely a guy to build around, much like Jonathan Quick is in the goal, and Anze Kopitar is up front. Those are the core players of that franchise. Those are the guys that you have to keep, and you have to keep around for a long time, and the Kings are doing that. So good on them for that. Now it's up to them to fill in around those core players with guys that are going to make the Kings a winning team. They have the elite goaltender in Jonathan Quick. They have the Norris Trophy level #1 defenseman in Drew Doughty. They have the elite center in Anze Kopitar. They just added Ilya Kovalchuk on a 3-year contract to play wing, and now it's up to them to fill out the team's depth and get Drew Doughty some help on the back end, because Dion Phaneuf doesn't really cut it. An older Alec Martinez and Jake Muzzin don't really cut it. Is Slava Voinov going to come back? Probably not. I don't think the Kings even want him back. So they now need to find a way to fill in around these elite core players with a quality supporting cast, and that has been an issue for the Kings for a while now. Offense especially has been an issue for the last few years. They can't get secondary scoring out of their forwards, and now they have a defense that when you look at it on paper isn't all that great. Doughty is the clear, far and away better than everyone else on that defense. I do like Derek Forbort. I think he's a quality young defenseman who's up and coming, but he's certainly not a star player. He's very solid, but he's nothing, super spectacular. Locking Doughty up is huge for the Kings. They need to make use of the cap space that they have left around him, which isn't a whole lot. When you look at Quick, Doughty, Kopitar, Kovalchuk now, they have big money locked up in a few players, and they really need to be efficient with their spending outside of those few players. And they need to be able to find good third and fourth liners on cheap deals. They need to be able to find good fifth and sixth defensemen on cheap deals, not overpaying for underperforming players, not paying for older players who are going to come in and be okay. Age is an issue with the Kings. They're an older team. A lot of times with the Kings, I look at them and I think that they're still kind of trying to play off of the 2 cups that they won, but they haven't won a cup since 2014. So that's the past now, and they need to move on from that. Maybe move on from some of those players, and kind of build for the future here, because they've just locked up one of the best defensemen in the NHL for the long-term future. Now it's time to do something with it. They're a team that could be as good as winning the division next year, or they could miss the playoffs entirely next year. That Pacific Division out west is completely up for grabs. So, good on the Kings for getting this deal done. This is great for them. This is great for Drew Doughty, who during last season we weren't sure if a deal like this was going to get done, or if he was going to hit free agency July 1st, 2019, and be, the biggest fish in the sea as far as free agency goes next summer. But he is not going to hit free agency. He is a King for the foreseeable future. This is a great deal for both sides. Now it's up to the Kings to fill in around him with good players, fill around Anze Kopitar with good players, and get this team back to Stanley Cup level where they have been in the past with these players like Drew Doughty, and get that team back to that level that they should be at. So we'll see if they can do that, but Drew Doughty is a Los Angeles King for the next 8 years, and he will be 36 when that contract runs out. We'll see if he is a King for life, or if maybe he goes somewhere else as at the tail end of his career. That's years and years down the road now. So, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. Let me know what you think of the deal in the comment section below. Subscribe to this channel, like this video. Check out offthewallhockey.com and all the social media pages. Those links in the description. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.